What's up, guys? Editing FA here. Just wanted to let you guys know why the video's so long. If you're wondering, it's basically a presentation of my entire year making manga and how I got to professional level this year, 1 year after drawing. So that's why. If you can't watch the whole video, don't worry. I put timestamps at the bottom so you can just click around and find parts that interest you. But if you do watch the whole thing, I appreciate you. It's a good video. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for this year. Happy New Year's. That's it. All right, guys. What's up? Back with my last video of the entire year. And I thought it would be a good idea to just recap my year because I only started drawing 1 year ago in November. So I thought I would tell you guys how I became a professional manga artist, okay? Because, a lot of people want to become professional, and what better person to tell you how to do it than me, all right? Because I started from here. Listen. Bro doesn't even have a nose. This was one of my first pieces, right? But I went from this to this. Okay, yeah. Progress. But this is where I'm at right now. That's my most recent piece right there, okay? And I thought it would be a good idea to tell you guys how I improved over a year and how I really made large progress in my arts. This video will probably not be edited that much, if at all. It's going to be kind of like it should be a live stream, really. If y'all want me to live stream something like this in the future, let me know in the comments and also hit that like button. But I thought presenting it this way would also do it justice. So let me know what you guys think. So without further ado, let's get started. So let's talk about my first ever manga, November 2022. It looked like this. FA, this is the storyboard. Yeah, basically, but I remember when I made this, John, I could see it all in my head, right? Like I could envision exactly how the story was gonna go. So I was writing down like in a panel format what I would draw there, right? And I never ended up doing it. Like I bet you can probably relate to that. Like you can make a storyboard or have an idea and it might sound so good in your head, but like as soon as you jot it down like I did, like what is this down here, bruh? Like this dude's supposed to be wearing a cloak. Like as soon as you get it on paper, bruh, it's not the same. You feel me? So I scrapped this, John. But this was my first ever one. I was like, let me try doing it. I had no knowledge about how manga worked, how the system worked at all. I just had passion, and that's how I ended up making this. It was actually like 3-4 pages long, the idea, and I wrote it all down and everything, but it got scrapped. So let's talk about where I put my ideas, because over the course of this year, there were a lot of times I got random ideas for manga, right? Like manga that I wanted to make, and where I put those ideas was in a Google Doc. So as you can see here, this is the idea that I used for Silent Manga 20, SMA 20, the most recent one. I came up with this idea like 3-4 months before the contest. So it just happened to work out. As you can see, Chameleon. Some of you have read it, so you already know what it is. But I put my ideas in Google Docs, okay? Always make sure you have somewhere where you can put your ideas so that you can draw from them later. And I'll get into that in a sec. So what I won't show you in this presentation is stuff like this. This dude looks like a Roblox character, bruh. This is insane. This is the first time I ever drew digitally right here, actually. All of these. Okay? And this is back in November as well. Right? I'm not showing you these. FA, what the heck are these? These, my friend, are doo-doo illustrations. These are doo-doo illustrations, bruh. Yeah. I'm not showing you all the hundreds of sketches I did or the millions of illustrations I did over this year because they had no impact on my ability to draw manga at all. So if you've already watched my manga training video, or if you're just someone that makes a lot of illustrations but you actually want to be a manga artist, draw manga instead. I'm telling you, all of these played no role in any of the manga I made. Like, I'm being so serious. Like, I was doing illustrations solely because I thought I'd have a better chance of getting a job, not because I actually liked it more than making manga, you know? So, I won't be showing you all the illustrations I did because they don't matter. And that's another thing. I spent most of the year making illustrations, and like, it's crazy how much time I wasted. So, I won't be showing you these, but if you do want to see them, make sure you join my Discord. I'll be posting them in there sporadically in the artwork channel. So, look out for those if you just want a quick laugh, because, like, goodness gracious. Let's continue. So, before I started deciding on making manga for real, like for realsies, I was doing a lot of sketches. Okay? I sketched a lot of manga. Like, and when I say a lot, I actually don't mean a lot, because everything you see on screen right here, this is it. This is the only manga I ever sketched. Like, I looked through all my sketchbooks, everything. This is the only manga I've ever put in a sketchbook. Like, I had this curly thief, bruh. This John was trash. But at the time, I really was feeling it, man. Like, oh, my first! I had some curly haired dude run off with her purse, and these dudes were supposed to beat him senseless. That was what I was going for, right? But like, just a lot of things wrong with this, bruh. I had this idea for this girl. Man, this one I'm not even gonna speak on it because I'm still gonna use it one day. It's too good. But I tried it a little bit, didn't finish it. And these, you can see in these little patches here, right? I was just practicing, like, drawing other people's manga. So I would open, like, up in this top left corner, that's Rengoku, bruh. And I bet you can see it now that I mentioned it. But I opened a random page of Demon Slayer, and I was like, let me just quickly, like, sketch out what the page layout looked like and see if I can capture the whole page, like, as fast as possible. And I think I did that, because you can tell it's Rengoku. I can, because I drew that John. Anyways, what the heck is this? Bro, I didn't even notice that, bro, when I put it in here. Oh my goodness, these Roblox characters, bro. This is outrageous. But yeah, I sketched. And this is it, really. But something happened in my life when everything changed, okay? A large event took place that really set me in the direction of where my life was going to head, right? And that was Bakuman. Okay? When I read this, John, everything clicked. Like, I completely resonated with both of these boys. I completely resonated with a lot of characters on the cast, right? And reading it, something clicked in my mind that was just like, this is what I was born to do. Okay? I mentioned earlier, I mentioned having ideas down and coming back to them later. There's a part in Bakuman where they were talking about how characters they used for manga, they had those characters made when they were children. Okay? I can relate to that because when I was a wee lad, right? Get this is crazy. When I was a little boy, I remember doing things like making little mangas just like my first ever one I showed you guys. Like little panels where I would just write what I would put in them. I was doing that when I was little. So it's like, I always wanted to do this. It's just society and like distractions just kept moving me away from what I was born to do, and that's draw manga. So when I read Bakuman, everything clicked, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make this happen no matter what. Like, it's not an option for me. So yeah, Bakuman really changed my life, and I bet a lot of you guys can relate. But if you can't, you just gotta read this, John. Like, if you're a manga artist and you haven't read this, no, you're not. Let's keep going. So I couldn't just become a mangaka overnight, right? I still had to pay these bills. I still had to make sure I didn't get kicked out of my my parents' house, right? Because I can't just be like, oh, I just want to draw a manga, blah, blah, blah. Because they don't know what that is, bruh. You know your parents don't know what that is. So you got to lie to them. Be like, yeah, I really want to go to school, whatnot. So I picked back up school, college, and they had a storyboard in class. This is crazy. Look at these transitions, boy. I might be, man. Look, they had a storyboard in class in my major, right? And from that, I learned a couple things that helped me with manga today. So, first things first, these two things right here. We only did 2 things relating to manga in that storyboarding class. Number 1 was this first project where we had to do a storyboard about something scary, I think. I don't remember what the prompt was, but goodness gracious, this art sucks. Like, bro, oh my goodness, bro. This is insane. You can see the love, though. See, he walks into the cave. He's like, oh, my ball's on the ground over there. Walks over to his ball. Somebody grabs his shoulder. Bro turns back around. Ain't nobody there. And guess what? 2-page spread of him running. Look at his hands, bro. But yeah, in the storyboarding class, we had one project to do a storyboard, and our final project was another storyboard about a fake company, and that's this. Well, that's not this. It's actually this. Okay? So these are the only 2 storyboards I made in that class. But you can see I did get experience from this that would help me with manga. Okay? But if you are someone who didn't take a storyboarding class, right? And you're like, wow, this dude F.A., of course he's the GOAT, bro. He took a storyboarding class. Bruh, I'm telling you right now, the only 2 things I learned from this class are this diagram right here. Now you see it, so you can't make that excuse now that you don't know. And the diagram just shows, like, what are the most common angles to put the camera, right? And what they mean. And that helped me out a lot because I was like, oh, why do they do close-ups? Why do they do building shots, whatever. So that's what this is. And really, the second thing I learned was that you are the director. So when you're making manga, comics, storyboards, whatever, it's like shooting a movie, right? You're shooting a movie and you have to decide where you want to put the camera to, like, get the best of that shot. Those are the only 2 things that stuck with me. Everything else, don't care. Woo! I need some water, bruh. Let me get some water, and then we'll continue. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this so far. Make sure you let me know in the comments once again. But yeah, we'll continue. Those are the only 2 things I learned from this class. So it wasn't really an advantage, okay? Now this is the first turning point in my career. I don't know why I just started yelling, but goodness gracious. The very first turning point in my manga career was this man right here. Cell_5, otherwise known as, well, I'm not going to tell you because he's actually my friend. And I don't want to put his address out there, bro. What you talking about? You want his social too? What you talking about? Anyways, he was the first big turning point in my manga career. Okay, my friend. I'll just call him Cell for this. But I saw on his Instagram that he had mangaka in his bio or something, manga artist or something like that, right? So I hit him up. We reconnected, and I was like, "Oh, you want to be a mangaka? I'm thinking about doing it too and stuff." And then he was like, "Well, if we're both trying to become mangaka, we should definitely enter this contest right here, Silent Manga 19." And I was like, "Oh, wow. That's right." Because he was like, because if we're going to become professional, we have to be entering these contests. And I was like, oh, naturally. So the competition of having another person I was competing against that is doing the same exact things as me, my friend, really drove me to do my best on this contest, even though I was trash. Like, I was not practicing. Like, I was trash, but just having that boost, that motivation of you knowing that someone else was doing it too with you, it was great. So big shout out to him. Make sure you guys check him out on Instagram. Give him a follow. Let him know I sent you. Hey, Let him know. But this is a large turning point. Silent Manga 19, okay? So, Silent Manga 19 rolls around. As you can see on the left and right, these are pages from the final. And in the middle is the draft. Okay? This John is garbage. At the time I made this, guys, this was the best thing I've ever done in my entire life. And when I finished it, it was the best feeling ever. Like, I can't even explain how good it felt to finish this. If you want to know more about that, I made another video called How I Made My First Manga, which is technically this. And in that video, I go into more details about that. So definitely check that out. There's a lot of love put into this piece, but love was not enough to win. See, I even had this double page spread here at the end, bruh. The idea was good, but why don't they have noses? I still want to know why I didn't give them noses, bruh. But as you can see, there's just a lot wrong with this. It was a learning moment for me, but a good moment nonetheless. So we got this video right here that I took right after I finished. So let's give that a listen.
This is a glorious day, my boy.
It really was.
We really on here. I have it the 2-page variant so that you guys can see this double spread.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah! I'm about to cry, man.
Ooh, I really was about to cry.
All day drawing this John. Man. I'm really finna get emotional. I'm on no sleep. I was drawing for like 10 hours, man.
10 hours straight, no breaks. You know me.
I love manga, man.
I do, man.
Yeah.
Man. I really do, man. It's crazy, bruh. But obviously I lost. This John's trash. I didn't really think I was going to win, believe it or not, when I made this. I just made it purely because I felt like if I was going to become a mangaka, I had to enter. Like, it didn't matter if I was ready or not. A mangaka enters manga contest. So I entered the contest. But yeah, sentimental times. It was the first time I was really proud of myself for completing something, like something that I actually wanted to do, you know. Let me not get sentimental on this joint, but I really was proud of myself for this work, even though looking back at it now, it's garbage. So, next turning point in my life, things that really changed the game for me, was this and this. These two books are the best manga books, period. No one can debate me on that. I've read most of them, bruh. Like, you're about to see crazy progress, and it's only because of these two books, okay? And these two books are also responsible for helping me make this training regimen for you guys. The video you guys like, the video that got a lot of you guys to my channel, was based off of these two books. So I plan on making a video soon talking about the best books for helping you guys out, and these two will be front and center, okay? So if you don't have these books, join my Discord. That's all I'm gonna say. Join my Discord. I can help you out. If you join my Discord and participate, I will help you out. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. So join up, guys. I got you. But these books really changed the game for me. I learned a lot of things from them. Like, it's actually insane, like, the value I got off these books. So definitely check them out. Yeah. So, yeah. One of the practices I learned from the Shonen Jump guide was about the 2-page manga. And I made my own iteration of it for the training regiment. But the 2-page manga is the first thing I started, right? I got my friend, the same one who helped me, who got, the same friend that I entered Silent Manga 19 with. I hit him up and I was like, bro, what if we made 2-page manga every single week, trying new things every single week, see how fast we can improve. And he was like, oh wow, that's a great idea. And we came up with themes every week, and we decided to do that. This was like, so this is after Silent Manga 19. This is like middle of the year. Yeah, this is like after summer. So like beginning of whatever semester right now is. Like the semester, I don't know, bruh. It was after the summer that we started this. But in doing this, there was a huge mistake that I made. Okay? Can you tell what the mistake is? Yeah, if you don't know anatomy. Your hands suck. What the heck? They don't even look like the same person from the side. That's not the mistake I made, though, guys. You'll see once I get there. But just think about it. Think about it. What do you think the mistake was I made seeing these drawings right here? Well, first of all, this has nothing to do with manga. Just think about it. Keep that in your head as we continue. What mistake did I make? So this was our very first 2-page manga. Now, I'm not going to speak on every single 2-page that I made. Even though it wasn't that many, if I spoke on all of them, this video would be super long. But if you guys want a long video like this, if you're enjoying it, you want a live stream, like I said, you got to let me know. Anyways, this is the first one we made. What was this John called? Comfort Trap. Okay? I'm not going to speak on it too much, but I completed it. I finished it. I got everything down. You can see the draft on the right. This is my very first one. So, I went from my Silent Manga 19 straight to this. Okay? And this is already better than Silent Manga 19. Okay? Next. As you can see, the mistake is very apparent now. F8. What is the mistake? The mistake is that I wasted my time. I was doing... Can I go back? Oh, shoot. Yeah. I was doing character design, like templates, right? For the characters I used in the manga. But it wasted my time. Because, number one, both of these characters don't look like these characters here. So, they kind of do, roughly. But they really don't. That's number one. I wasted my time because instead of making these character designs, I should have just spent more time into making the manga look better. Like, this is outrageous looking back at it now. But, yeah. So, I don't recommend making character design sheets for your manga unless it's a big project. Okay? So, if it's a longer manga, if it's a serialized manga, like it has multiple chapters, then I would do character sheets. But for the 2-page weekly joint, bruh, not worth it. This is just practice at the end of the day. So, yes, I wasted my time. See, I made these 2 character sheets. Buddy has no hands. And guess what? That's not even what he looked like in the finished product. That's not even what she looked like in the finished product. Like, goodness gracious. Man, this is tragic. The new panic. Hop into me! You probably realize right now why my videos have a lot of cuts in them. I'll just be geeking out. But dang, I'm out of breath, boy. How y'all boys be talking for so long? Anyways, bruh. This was the second one. Chick Boob is what I called it. Chick Boob. Here's the draft. The theme for this was romance, but it looked like a mother and son is what everyone was telling me, and I was like, bruh, you right. And the job was trash. But the passion was still there, and I gained a lot from the experience. Next. Now, before I show you guys the next one, I also want to tell you that with every 2-piece manga that I made, me and my friends sent ours to each other, and we critiqued each other. We were like, this is what was good, what was bad, and I showed it to other people. I showed it to people that don't even read manga to see what they thought, if they could understand it. Because if you're entering these contests, bruh, you never know who the judge is going to be for real. Okay? So you have to make sure that you get as much critique as you can. Like, it might hurt your ego, but do you want to get better or not? That's what it boils down to. I want to get better. I sent it to anyone I could, took their feedback, made the next piece. Okay? This piece right here, I actually thought was good. And to this day, I still think the story behind this piece is good. Okay? If you are reading these pieces, watching this back, make sure you're reading right to left, starting from this page on the left. So right, left, middle, right, left, then next page, right, left, you know, like a traditional manga. That's how I drew it. I probably should have flipped it, but I don't know. I didn't want to confuse y'all too much. But the thing about this piece is that it had no draft. I basically did it freehand, and it saved me a lot of time. I got my ideas down really fast, and it was understandable. People understood the whole story. This story is heat, bruh. Now that I'm reading it back while talking to y'all, this John is still pretty good, story-wise. Art-wise, goodness gracious. Anyways, yeah, same thing. Sent it out for critiques, made the next piece. You know what? I might get that tattooed. FAU capping. True. That was hard, though. That's a bar, though. Sent it for critiques, give it to the next piece. Bruh, this is too fun, bruh. Let's look at the next piece, though. What did I call this? Oh, Psychic Love. The theme for this week was I decided we should try and use characters from already established manga and make 2-page manga out of them, which I think is still a genius idea. And I made an idea where Mob Psycho and Psyche K fight each other, but you can see what actually happens. I don't got spoil for y'all. And also, if you want to see any of these, bruh, leave a comment, join my Discord. I can just send it to you. Like, it's no biggie. I'm not ashamed of my progress. But yeah, so this is what the draft looked like for that. Just one piece of the draft. Don't need to show you the whole thing. You probably get the point by now. Next weekly, this one, called it My Daughter. I loved this piece when I made it, especially this second page, like with the silhouette figure and her like against the rock. Oh my goodness, this is still heat. This is still heat, don't you think? Look at the hatching. I was learning new techniques, man. This is crazy. This is crazy, man. This is what the draft looked like. This was also my first time using Clip Studio Paint. Now, the finals on the left, those were done in Procreate. I probably should have mentioned that. I drew on Procreate for basically the entire year, right? So keep that in mind. The software I used was Procreate for basically the entire year, up until recent times where I used Clip Studio Paint. The draft on the right that you see was done in Clip Studio Paint. I made the draft in there just because I actually live streamed it, but I deleted the live stream. Anyways. So yeah, that's what I ended up doing. That's how it ended up turning out. I like this piece. I don't like the art though. Now, around this time is when I discovered a new technique called the Manga Diary. It was a Japanese YouTuber made a video talking about it. It didn't get that many views. Like, nobody saw it for real. I was like, I don't know why no one else is doing this, but it's basically doing the person, place, and thing. These are the first two I ever made, and I modified this for the regiment. Oh shoot! I modified the Manga Diary for that training regiment that you guys love so much. So yeah, I got it from a video. I just tweaked a couple things. Person, place, thing. This is when I learned it, and it helped me come up with new ideas for paneling, drawing backgrounds, just trying new things. That's what this exercise did for me. So, yeah. Another 2-page. This is, yeah. So, look. Oh, shit. Bruh, this is crazy. The Manga Diary, this John did me right. Okay? and trying out all these things with backgrounds and new angles led me to make Aisle 19. Story about me. It actually is about me. It doesn't look like me, but story about me when I discovered that COVID was happening. As you can see, this last panel, this is the best, one of the best panels I ever made at that point, right? And yeah, I have that manga diary to thank for it. I gotta take off this neck brace while I'm talking, bro. I can't breathe. Excuse me. Woo! So yeah, Aisle 19. Reason why it's better than the previous ones is because of this exercise, the manga diary. Okay? So definitely try that out if you want to improve like I did. This is the draft. Easy. Turning point number 3 in my career. This man right here. Or woman. I don't know. But Seb. Met them on PIXIV, which is a platform, if you don't use it already, that mostly all Japanese people, it's like Japanese Instagram, but for manga and illustrations. So I would definitely check it out if you don't know it. But I saw him make an English manga, and it was good, and his artwork was amazing. So I hit bro up, and I was like, bro, how did you do that? Like, how do you improve so fast? Like, every time I draw manga, I feel like it just looks trash. I feel like it looks like a comic instead of a manga. And you might know what I'm talking about if you've looked at comics versus manga. But I was like, how do I get that manga feel? What do I do? And bro just told me all the learning he did was from reading manga. This is a screenshot of our conversation, as you can see. And it kind of opened my eyes because I was like, wow. So you're telling me I don't have to watch all these YouTube videos that aren't actually helping me anyways? And I can just read manga, which I love to do anyways, and I can get better at drawing? Yeah. Another point, this is another big point that I used in making the training regimen for you guys. So right after he told me that, that's what I did. See, blue period. I learned, look, you can really learn how to draw just from reading manga. That's crazy. Because I learned shadows from this. So, as you can see, I took his advice, and I made this piece. Yeah. I went from Aisle 19, right? Which was my first time trying screen tones out even, to talking to Seb, him telling me, read manga and study that way. Studying manga to making this. So yeah, this was the first giant leap in my artwork. Okay? And literally the only thing I did was read manga and take from that. Learn from that. That's literally all I did. I'm not even playing. Like, I'm being 100% honest with y'all this whole video. Okay? Crazy. Next. Oh, this is draft. What am I talking about? It looks just like the draft, kind of, doesn't it? It's crazy. So, this was the last 2-page manga I made. Because this led me right up to Silent Manga 20. Okay? And before SMA 20, I did some dailies. Did these with y'all boys. Did it in the Discord. Just to show you guys what I had in mind for some dailies. So yeah, I just tried out some things. Getting myself warmed up before Silent Manga 20. Now, Silent Manga 20. Most recent joint. Obviously, you know, I can't show you this because I can get disqualified from the contest. So if you do want to read the entire thing beforehand, just join my Discord. Hit me up. I can get you hooked up with that. But I can show you guys a sneak peek. But also you could just wait because I'm going to win the contest anyways. So it'll be on the front cover. It'll be on the front of SMA in February. So you can read it then. But here's a sneak peek. If you think I'm lying. After that draft sucks. You right. But look at this. Woo! Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious, bruh. Goodness gracious. I put my heart and soul into Silent Manga 20. That's what I wanted to tell you guys. I was drawing for 3 weeks straight. I had to cut off every single distraction in my life just to get this done, but it was worth it. This is my prized possession. This is crazy. And literally, the last thing I drew before silent manga, right? So you see how my art is. This is good. This, I can say I like this. Not the best, right? I can improve on a lot for sure. But I went from this, right, to this, right? And that's really just because I was following the regimen. The regimen I already told you guys about. So if you want to make that jump, do that. Make sure you're getting feedback from other people. Don't get feedback from people that aren't that good themselves, right? And actually, before I continue that thought, you can get feedback from anyone, really. But what I'm not saying get feedback from good artists, like, oh, they're trash, I'm not going to listen to them. But I'm trying to say get feedback from multiple sources, right? Get feedback from people that don't read manga, that do read manga, that only read manga. Like, you got to get every type of feedback. And that's what I did for Silent Manga 20. So Silent Manga 20, Chameleon is what it's called. I got feedback from like 20 different people, no joke. So that's why the quality is so high. It wasn't just because of my own effort. This is not me saying that I'm the greatest and I just had a jump for no reason. It's because I drew this John, then I sent it out to people to see what they thought. They gave me all their feedback, and I made critiques based off of that. Okay? So you need other people if you want to see your blind spots in your art. So keep that in mind. Get feedback. That's how I made the jump. You'll see me on the front page. Trust. Come back to this video when I'm on the front page. You'll see, bruh. Anyways, during Silent Manga 20, I was still doing dailies. Okay? Yeaefe, why? Well, because of y'all. Because I made the regiment right before Silent Manga 20. Like, that's when it dropped. So people were joining my Discord while I was doing, like, SMA 20. And they were asking me questions like, Yeaefe, how do you do the daily? Like, can you show us examples? So I did that for y'all. That's what this is, right? I only did 3. But I did it during Silent Manga 20. Just to show you guys, this is how you practice, okay? It's easy. Just practice. It's just practice. Doesn't have to be good. Just practice. Am I talking fast, bro? Is it just me? We're almost there, guys. We're almost caught up to recent times, okay? So, after Silent Manga was my reflection, okay? These are all the things I decided I need to work on and improve that I'm still working on. But yeah, these are the things I reflected on that need work after finishing my big piece for Silent Manga 20. So, me analyzing these weaknesses is what led me to making the other video you guys might have saw. If you haven't, go look at it. Great video in my opinion. But the System 100 is what I call it. Okay? And that's how I'm planning on tackling all these weaknesses. Okay? Next is my most recent manga. Okay? That's it, really. We're here at recent times. This is December. A couple weeks ago I made it. This is the draft of the first page. But look at the quality. This is insanity. This is my first time using Clip Studio Paint to make manga. So there's definitely more tools that I got to use, play with. And I actually did line art for this. So that's why it looks crispy. I don't know how the screen tones are going to show up on the video, but I posted it in my community tab if you want to read it that way. But yeah, first manga I made since finishing Silent Manga. What I wanted to tell you guys with this piece was that I did this whole piece in one day. This 2-page. Usually I would do the 2-page mangas in, I would take the whole week because I was so busy. But I did this in one day. Drawing from Silent Manga 20, I gained so much experience doing that project. So me making something like this, which is better than everything I've made before it, I did it in record time because now I have so much experience. So that's why I'm telling you guys, experience is the most important thing you can get for yourself, okay? Because I learned a lot from making that 17-page manga, fully inked, full screen tones, everything. I learned a lot from it. Now I can make something way quicker. Like, it took me 3 weeks straight to do Silent Manga 20. If I have to do another one, bruh, it's probably going to take me half the time. No joke. Experience is everything. So, this is my most recent. I made this early-ish December, like a week after or 2 weeks after SMA 20 finished, and something unfortunate happened. I burnt out. Okay, I got injured. I was working hard, guys. This whole year I've been working really hard. But it led me to burnout, not because I don't want to draw, but just because I was overworked. Okay, as you can see, I was still drawing dailies. This daily was basically me because I had a headache. I was drawing myself in my bed with ice on my head. That's all Ryan, didn't it? I'm out of breath, bruh. You boys can probably. What you boy? He needs some milk. Praise the Lord for water. But yes, guys, I burnt out and got myself in the hospital. Right. This picture of me is actually from this week. I was just in the ER because my neck is going, my neck's going stiff from like being on my computer, from work and school, and drawing all the time. So don't let this happen to you guys. Don't let this happen. Okay. But here's some other things I drew, some other dailies I drew in the meantime. Yeah, I just didn't want to stop drawing, man. It's too fun. But yeah, burnt out. Need to take better care of my health next year. That's definitely the number one thing for me. But that leads us up to current day, right? These are my goals for 2024. First things first, read 20 manga. Okay? And this year, 2023, guys, I completed reading 5 manga. Which is kind of outrageous, huh? Like, a professional mangaka only read 5 manga? I feel like that's kind of outrageous. So, next year, I'm shooting to read 20. Like, complete 20 different manga. And when I say 5, I actually completed, like 12 realistically this year, but like 6 or 7 of them were one-shots, so I don't count them. I completed 5 complete stories this year, so I want to go for 20 this year. Next, I want to draw 20 goodness. I want to draw 12 one-shots. Okay, all my one-shots. I'm not even gonna tell y'all, bruh. Look out for the video coming out in January. You're gonna see the plan. And hopefully you guys join in on it because we're really about to go crazy next year. As long as I'm healthy. Next, 1,000 subscribers. If you're watching this video right now and I'm not at 1,000 and that subscribe button is still red, can you please click it? Like, please? Can you just click it? I mean, you got to this far in the video. Like, you must be rocking with me to a certain extent, right? You must want to see where I'm going next, right? Hit that subscribe. We're going to get 1,000 next year, though. Like, I'll have time next year, so it will be easy getting to 1,000, doing all these goals. 1,000 followers on TikTok. I want that, too. TikTok, y'all boys did me right. I'm going to get you right, right? I'm going to post cool content, exclusive content on there, so make sure you guys check out my TikTok. Yeah, these are all my social media platforms, guys. We're getting to the end of the video. Follow me on Instagram. You can see artwork on there, illustrations, things like that, cool stuff. Follow me on TikTok, like I said, exclusive stuff. PIXIV, I'll post manga on there. Follow me subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already. All the resources I used this entire year will be going in my Discord in the resources section. It's in the manga section, so join, get the manga roll, get yourself right, get the resources. You can also just DM me. My Discord's link in the description and in the comments. So, yeah, join up. We're really, guys, I really have to tell you, join my Discord. Like I've told you this like 6 times now or something, but I'm serious. You don't want to miss this. You don't want to miss this. It's actually going to be insane. So join up. That's it. It's not it. The video's not over. Anyways, closing thoughts. Woo! I gotta take one more sip of water before we close this out, guys. Guys, first things first, if you made it to the end of the video, make sure you like this video, comment your goals, and subscribe. But guys, it's been one hell of a year. It really has. It's been an insane year. Like, looking back on it now, so many things have happened. I'm just thankful to have you guys here alongside me. 2023. Happy New Year to all of you. It might already be New Year's for some of y'all. I know some of y'all in my Discord don't live in America. Y'all boys be living in different planets, bruh. So it might already be New Year's. So Happy New Year to you. Thank you guys so much for all you guys have done for me. You guys have really helped change my life completely. Like, seriously, like, man, if y'all boys weren't supporting my videos, like, bruh, I'd be clocking into work right now. That's what I do know. F.A. YouTube don't pay you though. Hey, that's true. Not yet, but this is more fulfilling to me than money is. That's what I'm trying to say. So don't expect me to ever quit. I'll continue making manga for the rest of my life. I don't know if I'll continue making videos for the rest of my life, but manga will never leave my life. So expect great things from me going forward. Like, big things. Yeah, just super thankful. I just wanted to thank you guys all for all you've done. Before I let you guys go, I just want to leave you guys with some things, some ugly things, really. Things that you don't really want to hear, but I have to tell you anyways, because I wish somebody sat me down and told me these things, right? First things first is that you guys can all do way better than me. I'm not saying this to downplay myself and my hard work, but more to motivate you guys. Because I did not draw every single day. Did not. I didn't draw most days. Most days I wasted my time. Okay? I was still, no, don't get me wrong, I drew a lot. I'm not going to say I didn't draw a lot, but I showed you guys all the manga I made. Most of the stuff I did this year was sketches and illustrations that served no purpose for me. Like, I'm not planning to grow up to become a sketcher. Put these... Anyways, I don't really care about illustrations. Like, they're pretty, beautiful. I love looking at them. Making them is fun sometimes. But manga is what I want to do. Okay? I wasted my time. You don't have to waste your time. I'm telling you guys all this stuff in this video because I don't want you to end up like me. I could have made twice the amount that I made this year, manga-wise. But I wasted my time. I don't want you to waste your time. That's why I'm telling you guys this. That's why I'm making these videos, telling you guys my mistakes. I don't want you to make my mistakes. I want you to get better than me, honestly. Like, it would make me so happy to succeed, first of all, but second of all, to prevent someone else from going down the route I went down. Okay? Because you guys don't want to hear this, but I have a child. I literally have a 3-year-old child. Okay? I was in school full time this entire year. Okay? Full time. I'm talking about classes maxed out just so I could finish as soon as possible. I was working a job. Part-time job. And I still got all of this done. I was still maintaining relationships with my friends. It's possible, guys. Everything is possible. Don't listen to the limiting beliefs that tell you, like, oh, you can't just do art on the side, right? For me, it's different, right? I literally got mouths to feed. You guys don't have the handicaps I have, though. That's what I'm trying to say. That's why it's going to be easier for you to get ahead of me, because you don't have these handicaps. You have the time. What are you doing right now? What are you doing after this video is done? Did you make it to the end of this video to hear this? Because this is probably the most important part, right? You can do better than me. You have the time. Use it wisely. Okay? Next year, 2024, guys, because I crammed school so hard, right? I have one class left before I graduate. Yep. One class. You know what that means? I have unlimited free time now. That means I'll be making content and drawing all day. Besides like eating and playing with my son, you know, besides those. Most of my time I can put towards content again. Towards drawing. That means it's over. If I was able to do that on crunch time, bruh, make all this on crunch time, just wait and see what I do when I have time. Just wait and see. It's going to be insane. Okay? So I wanted to close you guys out with that. Don't give up. If someone tells you, bruh, you can't do it, bruh, they're right. What you mean they're right? And they can't do it. That's why they're saying it, you know? To the people that saw me making manga, right? And were like, yeah, just get a job. Get a job. Just get a job. Go back to school. Do this stuff, right? Bruh, you get a job. Because think about it like this, guys. Think about it like this, right? Think about it like this, right? Let's say you decide to drop out of school right now to full-time pursue manga, art, whatever it is, right? And you become the greatest. Everyone was wrong. Okay? Look at LeBron James, for example, right? If you don't know LeBron James, bro, he plays basketball. Anyways, does anyone care what degree he has? Because I know I don't, bruh. I do not care. He's the best basketball player there is. That's what we know him for. Okay? Think about it like that, guys. Nobody cares. Like, people that try to put those debuffs on you, bruh, talking about, oh, just do this. This is not a safe route, bruh. If this is what I was born to do, who cares if it's safe? Yeah, it would be easier for me to just quit YouTube, quit all this stuff that I'm doing, and just I could do amazing for myself just doing any other job. Like I have millions of skills, bruh. Like I could do something else. But this is a choice that I'm making to be the best mangaka there is. I want to get my stories out to as many people as I can. So like I'm never going to stop, guys. It's just crazy. It's crazy. You hear the squeak on the chair. That's because I just sat back and enjoying this moment. This is a glorious day, my. This is crazy. This is the single best video I ever made in my entire life. I'm gonna leave this on my channel. I'm probably not gonna edit this down at all. Shoot. I think that's it. Really. That's it. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Happy New Year. See you guys next year. Next year's gonna be crazy. Don't believe me, just watch. Hey, with that boy Bruno Mars. Oh, oh. All right. Take care, guys.